About Cancun, man. Let me touch on Cancun.
Cancuzzi. What happens in Cancun stays in Cancun.
One thing. Do you know where I'd start? Yeah, because I was talking about this in Monday. I would recommend everyone to go, like just travel in general, innit? But and go Cancun, innit? Like it's a great place, beautiful people there, and everything. But one thing I'll say for sure, yeah, if my girl, my fiance, my wife ever said she wants to go on a girl ship to Cancun, it is not happening. And that's on my life. I'm being so serious. Serious. No, it's that serious, bro. It's that serious, bro.
What was the caliber of your Champions League?
It was that serious. Now, to be fair, Cancun, yeah, it's. I was even just chatting to a girl about this that I met out there. We both said the same thing, and it was so crazy. And when I told the man this, they agreed. Yeah. When you go to Cancun, yeah, because everyone has this. There's this. I don't know.
Stereotype. There's this. Yeah.
There's this hysteria around Cancun that is like it's a beautiful place, right? But when you go to like the main strip, to me it reminds me of Cyprus. Which sounds crazy, like Ayia Napa. So I've been Ayia Napa, right?
Yeah. So when you say Ayia Napa, it's looking the type of people.
As in like the vibe, as in like it's just Ayia Napa, but with just a load of Americans.
Okay.
And then with a little drizzle of a couple other people, so UK people, because I met some UK people out there.
Oh,
obviously, I knew certain men that were there. I knew mutual friends out there as well.
Okay.
And from other countries, obviously, because a lot of people go Cancun, not just Americans. Like all different types of people go Cancun. But it's like,
you see anyone famous?
Did I say anyone famous? No, I didn't. Still, I didn't. Still, but no, because you know when you just go there, it's like, because I stayed, for example, I stayed in Playa del Carmen, which is like an hour drive from Cancun. So I didn't stay in the main part of Cancun, but I stayed in like, because where I was had its own strip, and where I was like locals.
Man, that villa looked hard. That villa was banging.
No, it was a hotel, bro. This is my first time in the resort. That's another thing. I'll touch on that later.
Boy.
But yeah, like when I went there, like for example, you had women on their stag do's. You know, like what's the female equivalent?
Stag do's.
Yeah.
Hen do's.
That's the one. Women on their hen do's. You had there's a lot of mature American women out there. Oh my gosh, no things, bro. Mexico's BBL central, bro. I've never. So I'm in London. Obviously, cool in London. We see it when I'm in certain.
Call that one double barrel shotgun,
bro.
Papaya.
It's like
mango.
It's so. Bro, I feel like this is not even me overreacting either. It's like 40. I want to say 40% of people. Maybe some people might even say more. Half. Maybe you can even, if you can go as far as saying half of the women you see out there have BBLs, and it's crazy. It's crazy. When I'm looking, I'm just like, oh, it's mad.
What?
It's mad. Obviously, I don't.
Man, I'm walking around. I'm allowed there.
I don't vote. That's what it looks like. Some of them look horrible. Horrid. Like a nappy, like you know, like
when it soils,
when the poo's just
soil on the bottom.
Obviously, I'm not gonna comment on women's bodies. I mean, I've already made a comment, but like, do what you want to do in it. Obviously, I appreciate natural bodies a lot more. I'll say now that I saw what I saw,
BBL,
I'm not a big fan of them. Like, bro,
it's crazy, bro. That man be looking like an improper fraction, fam.
Bro, it's that serious. It's that serious. But no, one thing I'll say is that as I was saying,
like exclamation point.
Bro, it's wild. But one thing I was saying, is that like Cancun to me is like Cyprus, but just with a load of Americans. Because it's like the strip ain't that. Obviously, there's two different strips, but the main strip that everyone talks about, where Coco Bonga is. If you're on TikTok, you'll hear about Coco Bonga. Like where that is, like it's cool and all, like it's fun. But it's like, because I don't know, maybe because I've been on party holidays before. It's kind of like, it's just, I'm experiencing the same shit with different people. So like, there's a lot of American girls, American women.
How are they? Because I know how American girls are, so it's like, for you.
No, I had American older. At one point, I was
but like, I like the like, what's what I'm looking for? Not open, but they're more confident in terms of like
Bro, that's what I was gonna say.
approaching. I've been saying this like,
bro, I was walking to the toilet, yeah. One American woman, she was on a table. So so imagine I'm walking, yeah. The table, like obviously, she basically had to talk down on me, basically, because you have like the bar, I don't know, like because the table's on like an elevated platform, yeah. So she must have just been like, I must have looked up and then she was looking at me. So then she must have just been like, oh, we must have just sparked convo like that. Oh yeah, like how you doing? Whereabouts you staying? This, that, and the other. And for me, part of me was like,
where's she from?
Like, don't get it twisted. Obviously, I had a conversation with her. She was a lot older, but part of me was like, oh, no, and don't get it twisted. It's like I wouldn't say I was that. You know, the ones when guys are like, I kind of like weirded out by it because it never happened to them. Like, I've had girls in London move to me, but at the same time as that, I'm just like, wow, like, you're a grown ass woman, like, and it's like
they don't care, bro. For them, and I spoke to some of them. They were like, in American accent, they were like, yeah, like for real, like like I see what I want and I just go get it, like. You know what I'm saying? Like they be like if I find a guy attractive, like for me, I'm gonna let him know I'm there. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna marry him or something, but I'm gonna let him know that look, I'm watching you. You better watch me. that's what they be saying. It's dope still. I like it.
There's so many.
I like it.
I don't want to say too much. Because so much happens.
So much.
Like I'm right now.
I didn't even tell me, by the way, guys. Ben just come back, so like I didn't even know these stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You don't know. He doesn't know anything.
I don't know anything. Like just the snaps of obviously, yeah.
But even, do you know what's crazy? I purposely didn't.
I know. I clocked it.
The only interacting you saw me with the opposite.
Yeah,
was when I was at the bar
drinking. Yeah, the bar.
And we were having shots with some Mexican girl or Latina girl. But that's about it. But there was a lot more that happened.
Yeah, you couldn't, bro.
Which is like, but it was like everything was happening so fast. Like even in the last night.
Yeah, the last night.
My last night.
World Cup final.
Bro, the last night, everything happened so fast. Like without going into too much detail, you know the ones where, for example, it all happened so fast. We're about to, like, for example, like we had. So everyone had their different rooms, but we all link up in one room because there was one big room.
Yeah,
we're all in the big room.
Yeah,
just chilling, talking. Everyone would come back. One of my other boys was in our room because me and him were sharing. He was doing what he was doing there. I was with my boy. I can't name names.
Yeah.
I was with my boy. Two of the men that were sleeping in a big room that we were in. Me and my boy was like, we were talking. We started laughing about a joke. Then we were like, let's just go for a walk. Let's walk and talk. All of a sudden, boom. 2-2 things.
2-2. 1-on-1.
And then something.
Yeah, and then 1-on-1.
And then all of a sudden it's 6 a.m. and we're looking at each other.
How did we get here?
And we're like, how did we get here? Like, and this is on the final night whereby
everyone, you're meant to be packing and doing all this stuff.
Yeah, obviously our flight was in the evening.
Yeah,
our flight got delayed by 2 hours, but yeah, like our flight was in the evening. But it's like me and my boy, we just looked at each other and just like, wow, like the way all this just happened, this wasn't even meant to happen. Because I was just gonna go to sleep.
Man needs to go, Cancun.
And you know them just spontaneous sits like that. And this is me like, I wish I can go into detail right now, but it's just.
Bro,
for example, let me put it like this. You know one thing that what happened in Cancun, yeah? This is what happened. When you walk into a club, for example, when I was in Playa del Carmen, the club's there, yeah? So for example, there's a strip as you normally have, right? Every club we walked into, we'd walk in, free entry. We're not even showing ID. Just free entry. They pat us down, whatever, cool, we bop in. They give us a table, a section, yeah? Good section.
Yeah.
Guess what they do next? They slap a menu down in front of us. You got to buy drinks. Girls are gonna come into your section, whatever. It's easy. I'd be so real, like the girls out there, they probably see us and like they want to be around us, cool. Whatever.
They might see us exotic. They know we're not from the area.
Whatever, yeah. But they slap a menu down in front of us. Like, I don't get it twisted. Like, bro, I was in the bar. You see, for example, when I posted.
You in the bar,
shots, yeah. On my last night,
yeah.
I bought 8 shots. Guess how much the 8 shots were?
Was it cheap?
For example, 8 shots in London, you're spending, I don't know,
30?
like 9. let's say you went uptown. I'm sure the shots are like, I don't know, £9 or something for a shot.
For sure.
Like a tequila shot or something.
I don't go out drinking it.
For example, I spent eight shots, yeah, £12. So I was like, yeah, at the bar. So then I told the barman, load me, bro. Load.
Even Kavosi and bring it. That's what like a 10 sheet. So 1942 is like a.
I said, load me. The everything's in pesos, isn't it? I said, load me. What? You see?
1942 is probably like a fiver.
I remember I was with my boy, yeah. I moved to
Shawty's.
Yeah. And then I was like, listen, me and him gonna be doing. Obviously, we know how much the shots are. Yeah. But me and him, we're like, I looked at one of them. I said, yo, we're all doing 2 shots each. There's 4 of us. We're getting 8 shots. Yeah. Obviously, she's from there, so 8 shots. She's thinking, wow, she was like, I was like, the way me and him, yeah, we both looked at it. Listen, 8 shots. Stay there. Came in, did 2 shots each. Boom, 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 boom. We loaded like 3-4 rounds, bro. Yeah. Like just like that.
That's not even a pinky. I'm deep in it.
That's what I'm saying. That's
12, 24, 36.
That's basically £24, bro. But I'm always
remember 3 rounds, right? Of 8 shots. Or 2?
Yeah, but I'm saying like 2 rounds each.
Yeah. You got 24.
That's 16 shots, bro. Yeah. Go uptown and.
That's $2 minimum,
bro. You're arm and leg, bro. I always remember the first night. Yeah, we stepped in a bar because this is a bar called Bar Loco. Yeah, where we were. We stepped in the bar. Yeah, I remember the first night. Yeah, because we touched down in like the evening, and I remember we stepped into the bar because it's like right next to our resort. Because music is popping. The minute you step out, you can hear the music from there. So cool, let's go there. Stepped in. Obviously, one thing I like about the setup in Mexico or in Playa del Carmen with the locals, the bars is good vibes. Like it's just like imagine it's like a rooftop bar as well. Yeah. Imagine like when you step into like Box Park and you just got just one section. Everyone, the music's on. You got a DJ booth.
Was the music calm? Was it just Spanish?
It was Spanish music, but everyone was just vibing. So you obviously you just
don't really care any.
Obviously, there's some tunes like Despacito, Gasolina. Like, you know, at one point they did play some Rihanna as well. So you can still vibe to the music, whatever. Obviously, you got girls around vibing. Obviously, you got man them as well. But whatever. Remember, we stepped in. Obviously, walked in. Blah, blah, blah. We're bopping through. I remember, so some fella that was faded. Like, he was leaning on the wall, out cold. And I was thinking, like, he's had too much to drink. Yeah. His girl was next to him. His girl was just there.
What couple? Black?
Nah, these are Mexicans. These are locals, innit? Yeah. And then I remember my boy is such a...
He took his girl. Oh!
Hey, bro.
Hey, yo.
That's the first night. No, see, look.
The game ain't based on feelings, bro. That boss. Bro. Game ain't based on feelings. It's not, bro.
See, look, when I tell people that the shit that we did, you wouldn't believe me.
Bro, do you know what you call that?
That's not even, that's surface level.
That's a Makalele, bro. Man swept up.
Bro, and do you know the worst thing about it? Listen, exchanging social, just chatting to her. The brother's out cold. I'm thinking, the way I'm...
What if he woke up?
He would know, bro. He wasn't making... The way he was out...
I know, but I'm saying, what if he woke up? Was he meaty? Was that scrawny? Or was it?
He was Marga, man.
Marga, come in.
Obviously, we're in Mexico, so we're gonna...
Yeah, you won't be chilling. Yeah.
But his boy was like, oh yeah, why? Yeah. This is bad boy.
They're like the cartel comedy.
His boy...
I know who it was as well.
No, you don't know. It's not him. I know. If I was telling the story, anyone... You'd think it's him.
No, I'm not thinking of who you're thinking.
Who do you think it is?
Multicolour.
Say the first letter of the name.
J.
No, it's not him.
Oh, it's not him.
No, it's not him. No, it's not him. It's not him.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's not him. It's not him. But yeah, like the guy's boy was like, yo, that's his girl. Like, what are you doing? Do you know what my boy said? Yeah. He was like, that's not like no. The guy said the guy's boy was there.
Yeah.
Because the guy's boy was there. Yeah. He saw my boy moving to his girl. Yeah. He was just like, hey, why are you? That's my friend's boy.
Yeah, like, as he should. Yeah.
Would you like it if that was? But he was like,
was he speaking English?
Yeah. He was like, oh, like, would you like it if that happened to your girl? Yeah. He was like, that's not my girl, and I'm not in these situations, so why do I care? I just started continue chatting to the girl, got a number, got her socials, and then they were chatting after, and I'm thinking, wow,
that's our fake friend. That guy wasn't really on it. His friend is not really his
I've been
friend.
so real. Two things. One, if I'm out with my girl, I'm not getting faded like that much. Two, if someone try moving to my boy's girl like that, yeah, I'm moving.
I'm stepping. Yeah, what do you mean? I'm even gonna G-check the girl. Like, you dumb. Like,
what you doing?
That's what I said. You see, man, I'm not this. Sorry, I'm not this insecure guy. That's what I keep trying to tell guys. If you have a beautiful woman, don't be mad when man moves to her. Be mad because that means you're not used to bad bees. Be mad when she's entertaining it, bro.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game.
No, but the only problem is, see, I think exactly like that. But when I'm telling people,
she can't entertain.
But when I'm saying that, listen, if my girl, my wife, or whatever wanted to go Cancun, fiance, like I can't allow it. It's because I'm not saying that because one thing I'm not.
It's not like you don't trust her. Yeah.
No, because I'm not one of them controlling man. Yeah. But I say this because one thing I hate, and I see it with a lot of guys that have podcasts now. Yeah. Because one thing that we don't do, we don't lie. We don't come here and lie. I feel like a lot of guys say shit for clickbait or whatever. And personally, I'm just not that type of guy. I'm just saying shit based off what I see through my own eyes.
And we don't lie because we respond to the comments with our chest.
So I'm saying this based off what I experienced, what I saw with my own eyes whilst being in Cancun. Not on TikTok. Not on social media. Where
not through someone else.
Not through myself. So I'm saying this through my own experience. When I say, listen, and the thing is, I'm not the type of guy that's like telling girls that, I'm going to be like to my girl, no, you can't go out with your friends. Like, enjoy your life. I want you to go out with your friends. But one thing I know for sure, from what I've experienced, you're not going Cancun. It's just that simple. And I know there's gonna be people out there that
you're just insecure.
No. I'm saying this from what I have experienced,
or like the last one. They were like, he said don't judge, but judge. They'll be like, he said he's not controlling, but this is good.
Bro, I say it, bro. You don't.
Wish these babes ain't been out of London. It's calm. Say what you gonna say, bro.
Say what you gonna say. Bro. I don't think people realise.
Say what you gonna say, bro.
That thing's up. Let me put it like this.
Man moved to
someone. I'm saying someone that I know it wasn't me. Yeah. Basically, like for example, and this happened. Like this was someone in the UK. Yeah. Chatting to them. Basically, I remember. Example, we're on the strip. Blah blah blah. Seeing two girls, whatever. One of my boys moved to the one. Cool, was chatting to another boy, trying to move to her. Yeah. Move to the other girl. Yeah. That I was looking at. He was doing this thing. Cool. He was chatting to her, but she wasn't really. She was getting annoyed. So I was like, okay, cool. Went down, started chatting to her, moving to it, whatever. Cool. We're chatting. She was like, I was like, oh, what? You're from this place in the UK? I was like, because obviously I'm seeing a UK person. Because I'm just seeing a lot of Americans and maybe Latinos or whatever. So I'm from the UK. I'm like, well, okay, cool. What's going on? We're talking, whatever. Then she was like, well, I got a boyfriend. She was like, I was like, oh, wow. She was like, I was like, oh, yeah. She was like, oh, my boyfriend's, So, and these times she's older as well. She's like 20. She's 27. So then obviously in my head I'm like, even I was like to her, listen, I understand your boyfriend's like, we started laughing about it. She was like,
boyfriend wasn't hearing it.
Of course not. I would.
What is she from?
Huh?
What is she?
No, I can't say that. I can't say that. But yeah, like she wasn't from London.
Yeah, that's calm. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, she's not from London. But yeah, I'm chatting to her. I'm like, listen, I'm not the type to kiss and tell. So whatever goes on after this, you can go home to your boyfriend. I'm not gonna be. Yeah. I was even like, oh yeah, should I get your Insta? She was like, I was like, if your follow up goes up by one, your boyfriend's gonna get mad and say you're following. They're gonna. She was like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool, I get it. Snapchat. Oh, so she was like, yeah. Boom, took the snap, whatever. And then, bro, I was taking the snap. When I looked at her home, you know the home screen on your phone. Man?
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah. Her home screen was her.
Her finger with a ring on it.
Yeah.
So I was like, hold on, ring. like, what's the ring? I was like, is that the promise ring, engagement ring? She was like, I can't say. I was like, okay. I was like, what is the thing? She was like, I'm not wearing it right now. She looked at me. I said, okay. I said, but in my head I'm thinking, I can't. See, when I'm saying that, I can't let my, like...
But it might be a stay single thing, you know. It might be a stay single thing, because I
wouldn't go that far, but I hear about people say that. But I'm just saying...
women are wicked.
But one thing I'll say, and I was telling my friend this as well.
What is the point of the ring?
Wait.
No, that's a Haribo ring. That's a Haribo ring. That's a Haribo ring.
And the ring, I can't lie, the ring look clean. It's like VVs, like, do you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, one thing I said to my female friend, is that, listen, this is just a small
sample size,
and clean girl as well. Clean girl, very clean girl, like good looking girl. But one thing I was saying to my exactly. I think you said sample size, right?
Yes.
So for example, that I was saying to my friend that, listen, not every man that goes on holiday actually like does whatever. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, for example, as I was speaking to my friend. Same friend that, listen, just because that girl spent £43, don't think man them actually chopped. Because a lot of man them spend. I've seen it where man them have been on a table with a girl, spent bare peas, ace of spades.
Yeah, you told me, and
I've seen and
everyone leaves their table after a while. Yeah.
To the end of the night, they're not even chatting to no things.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like we can say, oh, they did hey boys, and don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that all man them are buying a load of bottles or buying a load of girl drinks just to end up chopping. Sometimes guys, you know, even sometimes it's like you buy a bottle, but then we're not all gonna finish this drink, so you might as well just share it with a couple of girls and just have a nice time in the moment, innit? But obviously, there's some guys that are like that, whereby they want to drink, enjoy, and then hopefully take someone back. And it's like not every guy is getting it in how you think as you think some guys are. Just because, for example, I say that, or for example, I moved to this thing in Cancun or that thing in Cancun and done this and done that. Doesn't mean that every guy going Cancun is doing what we did. But this is just, I'm just saying from my eye, experience, my point of view. But yeah, as I was saying, when that moment happened with the ring, and even when I saw what other man that I went Cancun with done, it all in my head is just like, I can't, bro. I can't. And I never thought I'd be one of them type of guys that says, oh, my girl can't do this, or my girl can't do that. Obviously, there's certain thing that it should be normal that your girl can't do. And same for vice versa. My girl doesn't want me to do certain things. I'll completely understand.
Do you know what? I don't think...
Like moments like that just make me realise that, nah, bro,
I don't think it's from a place of insecurity. I think it's more from a place of, like you said, once you've experienced certain stuff, you'd rather... It's not like you don't trust her. You'd rather just her not to be in that environment to get tempted. And that's it. That's literally it. You'd rather, because same as mandem, it's like some situations only happen because we got ourselves in the wrong environment. This is about love. This is about life. This is about school. Anything. Like, your environment, no matter how good of a person you are, will always influence you because you're outnumbered by your environment. So
because facts. Because when I think about it now, her friend, it was like a girls' trip because her friend was turning 30. A friend that was turning 30, that turned 30, for example, the day later, my boy was chatting to the friend. Obviously, she seemed a bit more reserved, but obviously when I started chatting to her, blah, 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 like...
Convo was flowing.
Yeah, like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, because she's in an environment whereby her friend's single, and her friend's chatting to one of my boys, obviously, the energy she tried to give off was that, like, for example, the first thing that she tried to tell me is that, oh, I'm crazy, I've got a boyfriend. I was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, that's not a problem.
Saying like, yeah, I'm crazy. You can't handle me. Shut up, man.
Yeah. Like,
more time like 5'2". I'll throw that frisbee. You know what I'm saying? That man dead, bro.
She's a bit taller, but like...
Yeah, like, calm down.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? But, like, the environment that she happened to be in was a girls' trip, her friend's 30th, and because it's her friend's 30th, of course I can see why, like, you just enjoy it. Her boyfriend might have just said, enjoy yourself. Like, do you get what I'm saying? But the stuff that's happening, it's just like, it just makes me just deep. Like, I could be that same boyfriend that let my girl go on to Cancun with her girls, and I'd rather just avoid a situation like someone like me coming to my girl and doing what happened, and it's just, I can't allow that to happen, bro.
Yeah, So before you start, Ben, that ring. What's that ring mean, bro?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to get to.
That ring means nothing, bro.
Because I felt bad, but at the same time, in my head, the game's a game.
That might as well be a DLT wristband.
Bro.
That might as well be fast track.
No, but it was a nice ring as well.
No.
I had to tap the screen again. I was like, and I looked at her hand as well. I was looking for the ring because I was thinking, if she had the ring on, yeah, who knows? Maybe I would have been a nice guy and thought, even though I probably still wouldn't. I would have been a nice guy and would have thought, do you know what? Yeah, let me just let you be.
It's crazy, man.
But even for example, like would it? What was I gonna say now? Like, you know, for example, like when guys will be like, or like just in general, like me and my boys will look at each other and just be like, wow, like personally, like I don't. Okay, let me put it like this. Okay, I know what I'm saying. You know, for example, when you approach a girl,
yeah,
and she says she's got a boyfriend, yeah. Part of me thinks like, do you know what? Like, because we had this discussion before about, for example, if a girl's with someone, yeah, but she still approaches you, like, or whatever, like, would you still carry on with them?
Yeah.
I'm just like, for example, if you say you got a boyfriend, but the energy you're giving me is like, listen, I don't want your attention at all. Yeah. Do you know what? I won't give you a round of applause, but in my head, I respect that. I respect you.
I respect that.
I'm gonna leave you be. Let's say, for example, like this situation whereby she said she's got a boyfriend, but part of me was just like, okay, cool, but he's not here. But the energy, for example, she'll start giggling. Now, I'm like, why are you laughing? Because if you were my girl and the guy says that to you, I don't want you laughing. But you're laughing. So, do you know, let's see where this conversation goes.
And like we've always said, the best way to get a girl is to do what? Make them laugh. Whoa. When you make them laugh, the shield is good.
And part of me feels bad because part of me is like for example, do you think like when you do stuff like this, like karma will just get to you though? Because
100.
Because that's the only problem now.
100.
Because the thing is that that's what I sometimes look at it. I'm like, I don't like, because hopefully, like one day I'm gonna have a woman, right? And like I said, she's not gonna be in Cancun. But if, of course, like my woman's gonna be beautiful for sure. And unfortunately, probably there's gonna be men that are gonna try and test that. So it's like sometimes I do think like, what if, for example, I have a woman and she gets tested, and a guy like me comes along, like, and it's like, no, it's true stories though. This is true. Part of me thinks like that. Part of me, that a small, it's in the back of my head because obviously I'm on holiday now, or just in general, I'm in front of a beautiful woman, so I don't wanna. I'm not gonna just like, because I'm trying to enjoy myself, innit? At the same time, but be safe at the same time, of course. But like, part of me does think, this. Listen, hey, what goes around comes around. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, real rap, like. Even it's funny, like, obviously, going back to DLT quick, like.
I enjoyed Mexico because,
that's what I was gonna,
because, for example, my past 3 holidays were with the mandem were Greece, Cyprus, and Portugal. Yeah, Greece and Cyprus especially. When you go there and you party, you're partying in the UK basically. Yeah. Like, so there's a lot of, like, Cyprus especially, there's a lot of northern girls out there. Yeah. You see a lot of Londoners, but everyone's basically from the UK. Yeah. You might see the odd foreigner that's from a different country, but other than that, you're partying with UK people. Greece, the exact same thing. Portugal, similar.
It's a mix, yeah.
Bit of a mix of Europeans, but you do see a lot of UK people, and like, do you get what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to Mexico, we a lot of the time partying, because we were staying in Playa del Carmen, we partied quite a bit in Playa del Carmen. We didn't actually go to Cancun as much because we just felt like Cancun, one, getting there it would be quite tiring, but because of the cab drive, like 40 minutes. But 2, it's like, it got that sort of vibe whereby I was very much like, as I was saying, like Cyprus, but just with a load of Americans. And it's like Playa del Carmen, we're partying with the locals, so it's different. It's different. The Spanish people, and it's like, it's just a different vibe. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's what I said.
And it's got to be like,
when I go on holiday, I love how you said that. I've always said when I go on holiday, I'm exploring. Like, I want to see the road, because why would I want to go out, spend money, and do something I can do in ends?
Do you get what I'm saying?
I've never understood that one there.
But yeah, another thing I was gonna say is what. So actually, one thing that was funny as well.
What?
When we're trying to chat to these Spanish, this is another thing that I did. Like, I need to know. I need to learn another language because the way we were chatting to, girls out there or people in general as well. Like it's through Google Translate. So these times you be chatting. You be, for example.
Also, you give them your phone and you type it in.
So this is how we'll do it. This is how we'll do it. So my Google Translate will be English to Spanish. Her Google Translate will be Spanish to English. I'm typing in what I'm saying in English. Obviously, we know the basic. I know hola, I know gracias.
Gracias,
this,
yes.
Como estás,
yeah.
Whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Te amo.
But when we're trying to get into nitty gritty and
the proper,
trying to, even for example, when you're trying to move to it or when you're trying to compliment her, we'll put it into Google.
But I told you, you should ask me. I'm even in España. Eres guapa.
So then, for example, this is what all me and the man were doing. You go on Google Translate, for example, you're telling the girl, like for example, when you say something, there's like a weird suspense because you're waiting for each other to type. So you might type something, for example, you want to say I think you're beautiful. Just like you show her, and then she's there waiting for you to type. You show her, then you get a reaction. Then when she's typing, as she's typing in Spanish, you're seeing obviously what is gonna come out in English. There's like a weird suspense. So in your head, it's like you're thinking, oh, is she gonna? It's like for example, like for example, I said a joke. I said a joke here whereby, for example, I think she dropped something on the floor. This is some Latino. I think some Colombian girl I was speaking to. She dropped something on the floor.
Colombian.
And then she went on her knees. So I went on Google Translate and I said, "Wow, you're going on your knees that quick." So then I showed her, and she started laughing, and then she then went on Google Translate, and then she said something along the lines of, no, she laughed first of all. She was like, we're both laughing, man, and then she was like, something along the lines of, not yet, but soon. The way we started laughing.
Oh my god!
The way we started laughing.
That is.
But it's like this shit was happening all holiday. And then I left Mexico and I was like, one I want to come back to Mexico because it was a fun holiday just in general. Yeah.
Would you go back to the same area or different?
What I was saying, I said to one of the ideas I had is I'll stay in Cancun for one half. So as in that right in the middle of the strip in Cancun, and then I'll go back to where we were staying before in Playa del Carmen, and I'll do half and half. So maybe I might do, I don't know,
4 days,
4 or 5 nights, in Cancun and 4 or 5 nights in Playa del Carmen. But yeah, like one thing me and Amanda were saying is, one thing that I said after the holiday, I was like, it'd be nice to learn some Spanish, man. It'll be good, or just learn a different language. Because one thing, like for example, this is something that obviously I did this as a joke, but me and my boy. We're chatting to 2 girls. For example, me and the girl obviously we're talking in Google Translate, chatting to her friend, whatever, and then the girl that my boy is chatting to will say something to her girl in Spanish, and they'll start laughing, and I'm like, yo. No Spanish around us. Translate English now. Translate English now.
Even nowadays, them inside jokes. They might call you El Negro or something.
It wasn't nothing like that. It's nothing. Obviously, what she said was funny, and she was complimenting me. But at the same time, it's like it'll be good if I can learn Spanish.
But obviously, do you know what it is? If you book it in time and you know you're going, that'll give you the incentive.
Because one thing as Brits that we do, which is kind of arrogant, is that we all go around the world expecting them to know English. So imagine someone imagine a French person that can't speak English coming into
no one knows French.
Britain, and they're expecting everyone to know French. It's the same way
I'll be able to chat to them though. Man will chat to them.
But I'm saying that the general person you wouldn't know. But for example, we go around the world everywhere.
Expecting them to know.
I get that English is a universal language, but it's the fact that
it's
actually so arrogant.
But actually, I get what you mean. In terms of
most places, just because of the world we live in, like we go there expecting to speak English.
It's true.
So it's like that's I think one thing I learned is that one thing I want to.
My next holiday has to be somewhere like proper, like exotic or different. I don't even mind like a Texas or something. But I say Texas, but gun laws there are crazy, bro.
Met Texas.
It's Texas because you will still get the southern Latino side of like proper. But I'm really looking. I've been there a couple times, but like to proper go holiday, Texas and the food there is brazy, portion size.
Yeah,
I think
that's
Texas-
Mexico. I'm not even trying to sound weird, but everyone like the portion smells and this portion. Did you see my room service?
Yeah.
For example, room service. I ordered a steak, a chicken breast, and each of them came with like the little mashed potato and vegetables. Then I ordered French fries on the side. Then I ordered a carrot cake.
Yeah.
And a chocolate cake because everything come out very small.
Very small.
But then when you look at for example, no offense obviously to my boys, we always joke about their height, yeah. But two of them are like 5'6".
Yeah.
These lot made the people in Mexico look small. And I'm thinking every time we go out, obviously I'm like 5'10".
Yeah.
My other boys are 6'2".
Yeah.
My other two boys are 6'2". So when they walk around us, man, they even say it to us as that these man move freely because they know that they got us man behind them, innit?
Yeah.
When I looked at my boy, yeah, he's like 5'6". He's making these people. I'll be so real. A lot of them are like dwarfs, bro. But when I look at the portion sizes, I get it.
You get it, yeah.
Even tiny.
They don't eat, but if you bring pounded yam to them, they'll think it's wizardry, bro.
Bro.
They don't think raw. You don't pounded yam, one portion can feed the whole family, yeah.
These men eating tacos and...
Yeah, I need to try that, though.
Like, food's good.
Food's good.
But I was just like, damn, these lot are small, man.
Let's do the...